All right, so I got an awesome quote I want to share with you that I'm really excited about, that just kind of got my brain turning. It's really awesome. It's by Amy Cuddy. If you don't know who Amy Cuddy is, she has a very famous TED Talk. I'll put a link in the description. If you've seen it already, you know how amazing it is. It's basically about power posing and sort of, actually, if you think about, for lifting weights, for deadlifting, for powerlifting, for strength training, you kind of have to put yourself in a sort of powerful state, right? And that could be your breathing. It's usually related to posture, but not just from a functional sense with lifting the weights, but it's also in the preparatory sense, like before you actually lift the weight, the sort of posture, power posture you have that drives your power. So I want to talk about this quote. It says, "The more we try to manage the impression of others by focusing on what they think, the worse the impression becomes." And what that simply means is that if the more you are focused on, essentially, the more self-conscious you are, the more excessively introverted you are in the moment that you are interacting with someone, the worse the impression is. You come off more awkward. Now, if you think about me, if you've been watching some of my videos, some of my best videos are the videos where I forget what I'm doing. And why is that? Because I'm not focused on what you think. I'm focused on how I feel about myself. I mean, this is sort of confusing because it doesn't, think about this. You can't, the more you focus on what other people think when you're communicating with them, the worse it looks. The more self-conscious you are, the more excessively self-conscious you are, the worse the perception is. And not only is the perception of the other person worse, you feel bad too, because it's an exchange of energy. You share this kind of weird energy, and I'm trying to explain this in the best possible way I can, but it's simply, essentially, don't give a fuck. That's what this comes down to. It's about not giving a fuck. And that's a little surface, but it's one of the methods of understanding what it means to communicate well with others. It's essentially being comfortable in your own skin and then sharing yourself with others, knowing that people might not accept you and being okay with that. Of course, it's going to hurt. You know, when I get a thumbs down or I get a negative comment, it's going to bother me and I'm going to feel butthurt about it a little bit, but I'm okay with the fact that you disagree with me. Not everybody is going to agree with me. Not everybody's going to like my video. Not everyone's going to like me. And I think you have to realize that not everybody's going to like you. Or I should say this, maybe not everybody's going to love you, right? Maybe no one's going to really care for, not everybody's going to give that much care for you. Just like for me, not everyone's going to care about my videos, you know, but then there are a few people that will. And I bring this up because it ties into kind of what I'm doing for my channel and what I'm doing for my business, but it also kind of comes into communication with talking to other people. You don't want to be so focused on what other people think. You want to focus more on how you think about yourself, because the better you feel about yourself, the better you're going to come off. You focus on you, on how you feel about you, and that will transfer into the other person. And I'm kind of excited about this because I'm sort of doing it now, because I'm like, okay, this is how I truly feel. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm being very authentic. I'm not selling you anything. I am trying to sell you this idea, but more than not, I'm sharing the idea, you know, and I believe in it because I know that this is the weirdest thing. The more you're in this is basically the presence is about, the more you're in that zone, the more your brain connects in a way where almost everything becomes automatic. I guess you'd call it flow. Anyways, gotta go train my client. Thanks for watching.